Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Today we're on the PC side of things again, after doing quite a bit of content over the Xbox version. And today I want to kind of focus back on the ES-30 from Heart Aerospace, because we did fly it in the beginning when Sim Update 2 first came out, and that was pretty much it. So I'd like to do some more tests with it, see how it's doing, and yeah, hopefully it's a great experience. So, because they did also have another update to the ES-30 that helped regarding the full reverse power type thing that was going on, so that should be also eliminated completely. So without further ado, we'll figure that all out and have a lovely time on this fantastic Tuesday. So let's see here. Aircraft model, Heart Aerospace, ES-30, there's that. Alright. Let's see what we got going on. I like to stick around Florida just because we have a lot of relatively short flights. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of island hopping as well. But yeah, definitely going for the nice short flights. Nothing insane regarding that. Here's an... Oh, let's do this one. A nice 45-minute flight. We'll do that. Let's do it. Hello, X9 and Binky and Charlie. Thanks for streaming. Well, thanks for watching. And Strike, welcome as well. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday. And let's have some fun with the ES-30 here. All right. Because the last time we flew it, it was going really well. So I'm hoping that can continue. Because oh. Unexpected error to do a mandatory or a update. Okay. Well, at least we can wash it, so that's fine. What could go wrong? But it should be fine, because I think we've only flown it once. Because we did a really short test over it, so I thought since we had a really nice extensive test... Sorry, I got distracted. I don't know what that loud bang was. But yeah, we did a short test with it, so I want to do some more extensive stuff, see how the plane is doing, seeing if it's a lot more stable than what we had prior.
Hi, Captain. We've got a great team aboard with Takumi Magnus's cabin crew. First Officer Darlene Borg.
Because the goal for this is I'm hoping we're at a point where the plane is functioning the way it's supposed to, because it is a cool plane. I do love flying it, and I think the only thing I still have some issues with is the way it interacts with the ground when you land. It always seems like you're having a hard landing, no matter how soft of a landing it is. Like, I don't know, it's a weird thing to explain, but we'll see. Maybe some things changed, who knows. Care package of peanuts landing on your house was the noise. Probably, you know, that wouldn't be surprising. Let's get our taxi clearance going here. Turn off our 2 engines there. Oh, is this one of the airport? These islands are always kind of weird with the ATC. I mean, ATC's been kind of weird in general anyways. But when you get to one that doesn't have a tower, you can just continually announce taxi and won't count it, so we'll just take a hit for it. That's fine. Look at that. No 100% reverse tail strike maneuver. Love that. This might be one of the aircraft that shuts off the engines if I go idle on my flight, on my Thrustmaster. We'll see. But so far it looks like we're A-okay here. Yeah, I was just doing a little test here just to see if anything changes, but again, it's not our profile, so I don't really care. Even if it was, I probably still wouldn't care that we would take it. Oh my goodness, alright. Rudder is very sensitive here. Good to know. Surprisingly making us taxi So we're going to be taking off with the wind. Interesting. Very interesting. I need to get used to having my mouse again, because I didn't have it plugged in yesterday. Oh, very nice. A little island hopping going on. A very nice airport we're going to. I mean, airports are never really an issue with passenger transport. Yeah, my rudder's really sensitive. Let's see here. Hi, Christian. Welcome to the stream as well. The ES-30 is operative in a live server. I unlocked recently the airline specialization, but I can't buy the company or fly that in the employee mode. Well, we're in the beta. This is Sim Update 2, but, I mean, I don't think it should be anything... Because, I mean, we flew it in the live build as well, but in the live build, you're running into the random issues that have been fixed in the Sim Update 2 beta, so, I mean, I wouldn't recommend buying it right now if you're not in the beta. I would wait till Sim Update 2 releases, because, yeah, it's... The plane's been a mess since release, but now it's finally at a stable point, I believe.
Mike Yankee Bravo Sierra traffic. CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414 is taxiing to runway 28. Mike Yankee Bravo Sierra traffic.
Don't mind me, I'm just kind of testing things, see if anything changes. Because now we have hold to brake and stop at hold short, so can we just do that anywhere? Let's see if it updates it. No. Yeah, it's a bit buggy. But the reason I do that with these engines is there's no reason to have these on anyways. So I just run with the small engines for taxiing. Plus, it makes it easier to taxi as well. You're not having to fight the engines or power, you know, all that kind of stuff that you do with like a turboprop engine. So it makes it easier all around. So I always make sure to turn that off. Go ahead and switch this to FMS here so we get this on autopilot once we're up in the air. Another thing I want to check too is I want to make sure trim is good, because there are some aircraft that just default to a very odd trim. So we'll make sure we're all settled on that, and we'll be ready for takeoff. Plus, it's always nice doing island hopping, because the livery that you get for this thing pretty much fits it perfectly. I'm going to get these brakes on real fast. Do some double checks here. And no, this plane isn't one that has weird trim going on, so that's perfect. Do we have an altitude still? No, because we didn't hear anything. So we'll go about 10,000 as a starting point. If we need to adjust it, we'll have plenty of time to do that. Set our heading towards here, even though we'll actually have it to the left. And I think we're good to go. Let's get the electric engines back on. Nice. Jason, hello cow, greetings from Dallas, Texas. Your videos are great, keep them going. I'm glad you enjoy them, Jason. That's awesome to hear, and welcome from Dallas. Happy to have you. Have you tried flying through a storm in this version? How crazy is the turbulence? I haven't really seen that too much. And it's planned for a full release end of April for Sim Update 2. Alright, here we go. Don't mind that. It's just because of the ATC issues that have been going on for a bit. So now the only thing is, hopefully it just kind of updates at some point, because we're still stuck on that. We'll see. So let's go ahead and go autopilot here. Set our vertical speed to, we don't have to go that crazy, we can go about 1800. And let's see if we can just get things going.
Miami Center, CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414 is type 3 miles west of Mike Yankee Bravo Sierra, 1,600 feet. Request flight following. CTWN-32.
Okay, well we're talking to, okay, at least ATC's responding to us.
Miami Center, Squawk 1125.
Okay, that is updating perfect. So we'll just ignore the taxi crap and hold short. That's just some nonsense going on there. But you know what? We're flying the ES-30. Nothing weird's been going on, so I'll take that any day. We'll continue this left turn. We'll have nav mode already on, so we'll intercept our magenta line, and then it'll be following our waypoint after that.
Roger, CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414.
Wildcat pilot, I love Texas, man. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. Nice. A friend of mine just flew to Louisiana today. Was watching the Airbus A320. Heading over there.
Miami Center, CTWN-32.
And Claudio, welcome to the stream. Which barbecue is better, Texas or Louisiana?
Yankee Bravo Sierra, 3,800.
I mean,
Request IFR to NASA.
I don't mean to brag, but if you haven't tried Antarctican barbecue, just yeah, just kidding. So we're still going to 10,000. I'm not. Did they tell me anything specific? 'Cause I don't think they have.
CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414 cleared to Nassau Airport as filed. Squawk 1125.
No, I haven't said anything specific to us, so whatever. We'll just do whatever we want to do. Oh no, 9,000. There it is.
Read that correct. Radar contact 4,000.
Excellent.
Altimeter tree 01 tree. Turn left heading 105. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 9,000 feet.
Because we should be done talking to ATC now. Oh, never mind. We're still talking to him.
Left heading 105. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 9,000 feet. CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414.
There we go. Now we can leave them alone here. Love it. Alright, so everything's going great so far. And again, this whole stream is going to be these little short hop flights, pretty much. Nothing crazy. Mainly because I just don't think those are very exciting streams anyways, if it's just one flight the whole time. So, it'll just be nice doing these little shorter hops here. I want to double check something, because before we were able to add battery power to it just in case we need that. But again, these short flights, we don't have to worry about it anyways. But I was like double checking it. Oh, see, these are all grayed out again. Interesting. I wonder if it's grayed out for career mode. It's always funny. Sometimes you can do it, and then other times it just doesn't do it anymore. But anyways, no big deal. We are all good to go for these short flights. We're about to intercept our magenta line. We could have probably gone for a bit more of an aggressive angle, but we'll eventually intercept that.
Going to 134.2, CTWN 32, Charlie Tango Alpha 414.
But yep, if Xbox isn't in the title, it's always going to be PC. If I'm on Xbox, I always have it in the title. But no, back on the PC side of things for today. Alright, Copilot. I'm going to check out back here. I think I can leave, right? Oh, no, this isn't one of these. Okay. Never mind. Alright, Copilot, I'm back. I always love how it pops up with that warning. You must be on the ground to get out. Like, it seems like such a aggressive warning for it. It's like, okay, my bad. Just wanted to go check out the cabin, alright? Hello, everybody! Don't mind me phasing through the outside of the aircraft to come talk to you. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to keep this thing level here, but we're moving around a lot. Hope everybody's enjoying their flight. Not sure why there's 2 missing people. No, there's actually 3 seats empty here. 4, 5. How is this not a full flight? You need to tell your friends about our airline here, because we need to get this thing filled up. But alright. Oh, you know what? I should probably finish talking to whoever I need to talk to here. Vignesh, hopefully I pronounced that right. Welcome, welcome. Well, I would imagine it should be the same state on Xbox as it is with the PC version now, because I mean it was broke on PC as well, so... But this thing finally got its first updates for Sim Update 2's beta. It's different with a flavor and soul. Good old Cajun food. And nice, Charlie. Welcome, by the way, to the stream. It is a great plane. I really love it. I'm glad that it finally had some fixes introduced, because it is so much better to fly now. No more immediate reverse tail strike maneuvers going on or any of that other crap that we were dealing with. Just so much better. And just like that, we're almost halfway through this flight already. Isn't that nice? Oh, shoot. We're at cruise status, everybody.
Good afternoon, ladies and gents. This is your captain speaking. Today, I'm assisted by co-pilot Darlene Bork. Welcome aboard Flight CTA 414, inbound to New Providence. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 9,200 feet and at an airspeed of 200 knots. It It's 4:48 p.m. On behalf of all crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
And we will be utilizing our lovely little charts here, which this plane should be able to put that on the screen. Maybe. Maybe not. I lied. Oh, yes. Let's get the wind on here as well. Oh, there they are. It's on this screen. Nice. And is this the place we're heading to? MY? No, that's not. We're heading to MYNN. Mike Yankee November November. Nice. There we go. So we'll want to be at 2,000 feet, and 1,700, and then... Wow, get a little bit of a dive going there once we get to that point. But cool, I already have our chart up. Excellent. Because I do want to end up using those more often. I mean, may as well. It's included in the sim, so why not utilize that stuff? Yeah, isn't it nice seeing a billion credits sitting there when you join the beta? Of course, that'll all not carry over once you do leave the beta or the beta ends. You'll just be back on your regular profile at that point. But I'm glad they did that, because then you can just test everything. I think in future betas, they should just make it to where you have... I mean, it's basically unlimited money, but... It should just all be unlocked, all the planes available, and all the, you know, just having that ready to go already. For future betas, I think. Let's see. I just want to see where we are. Okay, so we're pretty much doing... So it gave us a good route. It's basically following the chart, which is perfect. So once we get to... So we'll already want to be at 2,000 feet by the time we reach this waypoint. So I'd say once we reach this island here, we'll just start our descent. We'll probably go for a simple little 500 feet per minute descent. But we are heading to the Bahamas, everybody. Get your Hawaiian shirts on and straw hats, and we're good to go. I just always like making sure, because there's still people that are always writing stuff about, like, where did my profile go and everything like that. Even though Beta 2 has been going on for about 3 weeks now, I still like mentioning it just in case people are like, oh, my profile's gone. Oh, this stupid chair needs to quit making noise. Unbelievable. But yeah, so we'll just start descending. Relatively soon. Running into a little bit of turbulence here, nothing substantial. Alright. But yeah, that island is where we'll start everything off here. Oh, we even have a speed hold. I didn't even realize that. Nice. That's actually really handy. I wasn't even... I don't think I've ever pushed... Oh, wait, what? Oh, what's happening? Oh, we're just... Oh, it just looks weird because we're hitting a bit of a crosswind. We're just switching up... Okay, I regret pushing speed hold. It's not even on anymore anyways. Well, okay. I don't know why you're doing that, but... Well, I mean, the thing is, the EFB is not showing what the plane is thinking, because right now we're 19 nautical miles away from the path, actually. So you know what? I'll just let it do its thing, because yeah, we're not even anywhere close to the actual line that the plane thinks that we're supposed to be to. Oddly enough. So yeah, we'll just let it do its thing. We'll see if we actually line up with it or if it'll just keep going this heading. Because the path that the plane thinks we're supposed to be on is a lot more identical to what the chart's showing as well, as opposed to what the EFB is showing us here. Far too many notifications going on. Turn that off. Goodness. But yeah, I'm just interested to see if it'll actually do that or not. Because it's just odd to me that it went kind of... Because it was following the EFB's path the whole time until I clicked that, and then it kind of decided to do whatever it wanted to do, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and get our descent going here. We'll just try to get to 2,000 in a decent amount of time. I'm a bit worried about the speed hold mode now, because now it's not getting out of that, which... I mean, I'm sure when I turn off autopilot it'll be fine, but... Can I... That's alright, we'll just see when we get closer. We'll see. Because we're only 10 nautical miles away from meeting the planes line here. No, Binky, not at the moment. Plane is flying like it's supposed to. All the major issues seem to be gone at the moment. And yeah, let's go ahead and bring this to 1,000 feet per minute. Alright, I'm going to do something here too. See, I don't want you to be following this anymore. Just have that all on, because I still want to intercept the line, see what it does. Keep our 1,000 feet per minute. It doesn't seem like it's actually holding on to it, which is great. I'm never going to hit that button again, because that's just... I'm not a fan of it. But it seems like, thankfully, I actually have control over the aircraft, which is good. I forgot to contact another center again. What kind of keybind? I use an Xbox controller for the camera movement. And then if I'm doing anything with the cockpit itself, I'm just using right-click on a mouse, and then zooming in and out with the middle mouse wheel. But yeah, most of the time I'm moving the camera, I'm using an Xbox controller. Oh crap, there's a new pre-release build that came out. What?
Cleared to major CTWN-30 2 Charlie Tango Alpha 414.
Oh, it's not that exciting actually. It's one of the smallest ones. Alright. Well anyways, new one. A fixed potential crash in initial loading when the safe boot pop-up disappears. EFB fixed usage of EFB tag in panel.cfg when it was not a SIM attachment. Virtual reality fixed a random crash when switching to VR with dev mode and smart docking system activated. So, yeah, okay. I'm not missing out on anything. Nothing crazy. I was worried. I was like, oh man, we missed something. But yeah, nothing exciting on that. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, because we should be able to get into contact with the airport that we're wanting to get to. Oh, I'm sure not, Pinky. I'm sure everything's good. Well, then crap. After we wrap this flight up, we're going to back out and update to the latest beta build. Because I always like doing it just to see if anything's been added. But since it's such a tiny change log for that, I don't think there's going to be anything too surprising in there. Oh. Why in the world is that? I was trying to do some VR stuff and it's kind of changed all my settings here. Hang on. I just realized that. There we go. Get that low refresh rate out of here. All right, we'll get our chart back open. Again, we're wanting to get to about 2,000 feet by the next waypoint, because we just passed Major. Well, getting close to it. Luca, no, I did not spend $85 on the A350. No, and do not plan on doing so. The ES-30 has been working very nicely in Sim Update 2's beta. A lot of fixes have happened to it. And that is what we are testing out today. I mean, we did a flight already before when Sim Update 2 first came out, but there were some other adjustments to it as well that we didn't get to. I guess we're not going to show up on this chart. It's a bit disappointing. It's my favorite part about the charts. There's still a chance, though. Maybe it's just we're probably still off of it for now. Oh wait, why is there an X over my plane? Wait, what is this about? What is this? Don't give me an X. Put my plane on here, god dang it. Is there a setting I need to turn on? Chart options. This is unbelievable. I want my plane. Can I get the plane on the EFB? If I don't get my plane on here, I'm never using charts again. Don't mind us almost stalling out here while I'm looking at charts. Oh, that's why we got to 2,000. Perfect. Well, all right. At least we know what we're still doing here. So we got to 2,000 a little bit early, but that's okay. And then once we reach this next waypoint, we're just going to have a steady decline here. Good old steady descent. That's what I was just talking about. I'm not buying an $85 plane. I'm good. So no, there will not be any. I'm not that interested in airliners, especially newer ones. So I'm not going to be covering pretty much any of those, as they do not interest me very much. I mean, even if it did, I wouldn't be spending 85 bucks for it anyways. So the fixes have been there since the start of Sim Update 2's beta. I already see our runway over there in front of us. Well, it's so expensive and it has pretty poor reviews as well, so even more reason for me not to want to spend 80 bucks on it. Oh! Yeah! Look at... By the way, look how cool this is. You see all the pixels from the screen. That's crazy. There's the plane! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, anyways, let's start our descent here. Finishing everything That's alright. I'll actually just take control over it anyways. But yeah, hitting that speed hold mode seems to have made things a bit weird. But that is okay. We're gonna bring this power back. I'm gonna get... Do we have... Nope, that's not the trim I want. Okay, I'll do it on my own here. Sorry, passengers, I was too busy looking at that. We were descending way too quickly there. Is this actually my trim here? No, I don't think I have my trim set up on my peripheral here. That's okay. Oh, by the way, let's go ahead and talk to these guys here. What is this airport again? Oh, it's right there, okay.
Nassau Tower, CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414 is 10 miles northwest, 1,800 feet with Charlie to land.
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414, Nassau Tower. Altimeter 3016. Fly straight in runway 14.
Make straight in runway 14, CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414. Ladies and gents, we have begun our descent into New Providence. Please turn off all electronic devices. In preparation for landing, make sure your seat back is straight up and your belt is fastened. Please secure your carry-on items, stow your tray table, and pass any remaining service items to the flight attendants. Thank you.
Oh boy, I'm a little... a little out of practice with this thing, so... We'll see how this goes.
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 414. Wind 06.
Cleared to land, runway 14.
To land runway 14.
Cleared to land runway 14.
The quick reply still is wonky here and there.
Tango Alpha 414.
I wonder what's wrong with my Xbox. I got a warning? Yeah, I don't know. No idea. I've never seen any catastrophic issues going on. We're a tad low. And nice Binky. No, I mean that was definitely a cool looking plane for sure, that RJ one. See, stuff like that is interesting to me, but all these normal airliners nowadays, they all just look the same. Just a different number, a little tweak here and there, or maybe more seats, and then that's it. It's like I don't need more of the same. I'm good. It's just not very, like, that type of airline aviation is just boring nowadays to me. Ooh, getting a little bumpy. Oh my goodness. Hitting some bumps, getting over this land and trees. Oh. We're that close to the ground? I gotta get used to this thing. Goodness, I thought we were still higher up than that. Whew. Oh. Is that why we... What? No, the parking brake definitely wasn't on, or else we wouldn't have been moving. I feel like a really short landing. I didn't even hit anything. It was just kind of like, oh, we're here, okay. And then I had to re-engage the parking brake in order for it to move. Interesting, something to keep in mind. But yeah, it's just, it's a plane to get used to, for sure. Oh, look at that. Oh, god dang it. Stupid. McDonnell Douglas. See, stuff like that I would be interested in getting. All this is just boring to me nowadays. It's all the same, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe a little smaller, blah, blah, blah. This, and some other older ones, that would be awesome. But anyways, let me focus on taxiing here. Turn off the electric engines. And that is great, Wildcat. If you woke up with any aircraft of your choice, F-117 Nighthawk. Still need to see one of those in person, too. I guess it's just because of how long the aircraft is. Like, because here it's like, wow, it's not that tall of gear, so that's why I was like, oh, we're still pretty far away from the ground, and it's like, no, you're here. It's like, oh, okay. It's alright. Our first landing in a while flying this thing, so. It's alright, ES-30, we get the park next to the boring planes. Get to show off a little bit. I don't know what you're directing me to down there, but I'm gonna just ignore you. And there we go, one flight down in the ES-30. Love it. But yeah, I guess since the rear gears are so far back, it just makes it look like you're farther than you were. Still got 99% on respect the condition of the aircraft, so whatever. I'll take it. Well, alright, 1 for 1 on flying that thing. I don't know, I'm watching this anyways. As usual, doesn't matter because it's not our profile. What do we got going on here? Okay, first of all, and do a little bit of that. Oh, another 45-minute flight to another island? Don't mind if I do. Looks like a smaller airport, so something to keep in mind. What else we got? Ooh, a shorter one. Let's do the shorter one. Let's go for that one to the south. Make sure we're all good on the fuel side of things. Give us a little bit more. Because the batteries you don't have to worry about. That's always just 100% anytime you start a mission. So the only thing you have to worry about is just the fuel part, which obviously this plane goes through less of.
Good morning, everyone. Andros, here we come.
Andros. Yeah, well, I definitely know we're not doing all that. So this is actually going to be a very short flight. Let's see if it works here since there's a tower. Yep. So yeah, it's just there's still some issues with non-towered airports. So they still need to work on that a little bit, but at least we don't have to deal with that this time.
Taxi to and hold short runway 14 via Taxiway Hotel. CTWN-30 to Charlie Tango Alpha 248.
Welcome on aboard, passengers.
Our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat, in front of you, or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you are seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. Dear passengers, please direct your attention to the monitors as we review emergency procedures. To all passengers, please direct your attention to the front of the cabin for an important safety demonstration. There are identified emergency exits on this aircraft. Look around and locate the exit closest to you. Should the cabin experience a sudden pressure loss, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, then pull the strap to adjust it. If you are traveling with children, wear your own mask properly on before helping your children. In case of emergency after the brace, message, tuck your chin onto your chest and bend forward. Place your head against the seat in front with your arms wrapped around your head. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life jacket is located under your seat. If necessary, take the vest and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist and adjust like this. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord, only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill it, blow into the oral inflating system. Whistle and light are here to attract attention.
You ready, co-pilot? Already have our flaps set. And we're getting our clearance for takeoff and make sure the trim's all good.
Nassau Tower, CEWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 248 ready for departure. Runway 14, IFR to Mike Yankee Alpha Kilo. CEWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 248, altimeter tree 012. Cleared for takeoff runway 14. Cleared for takeoff runway 14. CEWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 248.
I'll go for 2 notches of flaps this time for takeoff just to see if it's the better setup for it.
Dear passengers, prepare for takeoff. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened tightly, your seat is in the upright position, and your tray table is securely stored. Thank you.
I'll try not to over-torque the engines like we did on the first takeoff here.
V1, rotate.
Alright, so we'll just have it set to that.
Charlie Tango Alpha 248, contact Nassau Center on 125.7. Good day.
We'll do nav mode for now, but
Going to 125.7.
we're not going to stick to it.
32 Charlie Tango Alpha 248.
Because once we get to jutted over here, we're going to just cut across and then meet up with the flight plan again. Because I'm not doing this random angle there.
1,300 feet, climbing 4,000 feet.
Oh, we're only going to 4,000? Oh, sweet. Alright. That works. Oh. Hang on. Sorry, plane. I'm sitting here with my flaps down still because I'm too busy working on my showcase camera. But yeah, I typically try to have the speaker, because I have this audio coming through a speaker, so that's why you hear, like, the audio. Because for whatever reason, the voices have, like, the perfect frequency where the microphone picks it up very easily. So most of the time when I'm doing the ATC stuff, I try to have it turned down a lot so you don't hear it. But, yeah, that's why it sounds like that. Hello, Sunshine! How are we doing this fantastic Tuesday? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully having a great day. But yeah, sorry, I don't mean to have that go on the whole time. It's just sometimes I forget about it when I'm doing other stuff. But whenever there's ATC or any type of conversation going on from the sim, I try to have that turned down. But But yeah, the microphones really love picking that up. I don't know why, but I'll just turn down the voices. I don't know. It's all good. Hopefully it's not that noticeable or ruining the experience. So... I will never not enjoy these shadows. These good old ray trace shadows in here. It looks so good. Definitely a bit bumpier over here going on today, or this flight. Doing pretty fantastic, actually. It's been a good week so far. Oh no, I know, Binky. I just want to I just want to make sure it's not something that's annoying or anything like that. I'd rather fly airliner planes in free flight than career mode. Fantastic. I've yet to try career mode. It just holds no interest in me. Cool. And free flight holds no interest for me. So there we go. It balances out. And yup, FMJ, Binky's coming in here. I mean, he's been gifting memberships and just constantly complaining about my audio setup. Oh, man. But yeah, we're going to just kind of cut across here instead of doing that little extension here. Bring that heading over to the right just a little bit more here. I'm sure the passengers are loving this rockin' effect. I just want to give like the boat effect going on, you know? Get a little seasick back there maybe, who knows, we'll see. I'm going to be surprised that this place has any charts because it seems like a pretty basic airport. Where are we landing? 10. Yeah, we got nothing for that. Because I was about to say, I think it was just showing us the old airport still. So, okay. We'll just do whatever we want to do this time. All the time, moan, moan, moan. Oh, man. But alright, so we'll just... We're not going to follow the nav line. We're going to just cut across it. Probably go over this cool little area. And then turn final from there. Because we should be seeing the airport from here. It's probably a bit more of a difficult one to see. But it should be over here. We do have another airport off our right, too. Yep, there's that one. Mike Yankee Alpha Foxtrot sitting right there. I don't know, Binky. I feel like it's more of just like an immediate ban, to be completely honest. Just a little too chaotic in chat right now, you know? Bring that power back a little bit. Just go for a really simple descent. Again, a very short flight here. This is why I love going into these passenger transport ones. I'm really hoping we'll get to a point where the other mission types have this range of length of mission types too. Because passenger transport's one of the better ones for if you're wanting a long flight, you can have that. You know, international flights, or if you want short flights, all that ready to go. Straight to jail, Binky. Let's get our heading just a bit to the left. Cut our angle a bit. Do not pass go. Bad joke about peanut butter or failed marriages should be straight banned. Well, FMJ, you are the last one that's brought up the whole... Oh, right, you guys are still talking to me. I forgot about that. You're the last one who's brought up peanuts, so... I mean... Maybe you need to be banned.
Climb and maintain 4,000 feet. CTWN-30
Yeah, we'll definitely climb, Tower. Don't worry about that. Oh. Wow. They got in right before I clicked it. That wasn't even because of me. I will happily do that. Thank you.
CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 248 would like to cancel IFR. CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 248. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Yep, good day. Let's see if we can go ahead and talk to the airport. I'm going to assume there's no tower here, though. Oh, there it is. Congo Town.
Captain, we're ready to serve lunch.
Oh, are the half peanuts ready to be served? Fantastic. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get those out there. I'm sure the passengers are already very excited about this. Oh crap, we need to talk about the descent too. Cowtown heading to Congo Town. See, this all worked out perfectly.
Carry-on baggage in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. All electronic devices must be turned off until the aircraft is parked. Thank you.
Well, now I hope the passengers won't be mad because we didn't serve the peanuts. What a conundrum. Alright, let's go ahead and bring that heading to the left. And absolutely, Dark Star. That is my thought process on it as well. I mean, career mode brings you to places you would probably never ever fly to in free flight. It brings you to regions and runways and all that. Just awesome. Because I've already said this too, career mode made it to where, because I had no interest in helicopters. I think flying helicopters and stuff like that in free flight just is boring. So to have a reason to actually fly these other aircraft just makes it so much more enjoyable. Song request. The song currently playing is of the engine variety from the ES-30, both a hybrid, well, it is a hybrid, both electric and fuel aircraft. So be sure to add that to your Spotify playlist. Alright, let's bring this altitude down again. Move our heading just a bit to the right. That way we're keeping a good distance. I don't want to do a sharp turn and then just immediately land. And now this time a bit more, because I still don't know why it was like immediate braking either when it was on the ground, because it felt like the parking brake engaged again when we touched the ground. So something to keep in mind, but auto brake. Oh, auto brake. Oh, this is in-op anyway, so it doesn't even make a difference. Something must be toggled on though by default, because it slowed us down very quickly. But yeah, those are all in-op anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. Yep, see, there we go, FMJ. I mean, it's just I think this is the third thing you brought up about peanuts. Hang on, let me look back here. Because I'm pretty sure you were the one that said I got airmailed a box of half peanuts. Yeah, see, look at this. Care package of peanuts landing on your house. That was one. Then you talked about barbecue. And then taking the peanut. And then talking about peanut butter. And now peanut butter jelly. I mean, how many chances should I give you, FMJ? I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh, man. Aside from the obvious career bugs that need to get fixed, I do wish it had more detailed scoring of your flight. Be a nice value to add. Really see where you could improve in your flights. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure stuff like that will be coming, because that would be great to see. It's like, where can I improve on and all that? For sure. Trying to get a job to fly into Africa or Dubai career mode. I'm getting close, I think. Nice. I mean, if you don't want to wait, you can fast travel to airports that you don't have unlocked just yet. But I mean, if you're trying to just unlock the map by moving your aircraft there, that's fine too. But you can open up the map by fast traveling as well, if you're wanting to do that. Alright. Welcome to 1,500 feet. So we have to get past the river, or whatever that would really, I don't even know what that would be called. An inlet, or outlet, or a waterway. Not sure what that would be considered in an island. I guess it's still a river, but not. Anyways, we have to pass this water, because the runway is right over here. So we're going to go ahead and bail out of autopilot. Bring this throttle back a little. I'll try not to make the plane so bouncy, because it's a bit twitchy on my Thrustmaster. Because I try to do nice, small movements. But yeah, for sure, Darkstar. I mean, I see nothing wrong with, you know, just trying to open up the map by just slowly, you know, going to different places. I put my fleet of CJ4s all over the world to avoid tariffs? Oh, we'll see. There we go. Because funny enough, not a joke, in Sim Update 2, the CJ4's prices do go up. So if you're interested in purchasing those at a much cheaper price, I recommend doing that before SU2 releases, because it is a pretty hefty increase, which again is understandable for the fact that the CJ4 makes you a ton of money. So, but yeah, definitely make sure you buy some CJ4s, because that price is going up. Get our first notch of flaps in here. Move this Xbox controller away from my lap so I can actually pay attention here and it doesn't fall off and cause chaos. I think that's our airport right there on the other side of the island there, next to the ocean. So we have visual. I still need to talk to them too.
We forgot to retract landing gear, Captain.
Oh, Darlene. Asobo, can we fix that please? Thank you.
Mike Yankee, Alpha Kilo traffic, CTWN32, Charlie Tango Alpha 248 is on final, runway 10 to land. Mike Yankee, Alpha Kilo traffic. Mike Yankee,
There we go. I'm just going to do that because it didn't seem like it was wanting to do what I was wanting it to.
248, 5 miles west, 1,000 feet, inbound to land, runway 10. Mike Yankee, Alpha Kilo traffic.
Gears are down. We're running about 2 notches of flaps. Try to get a better landing than we did the first time. Well, my peanuts will go from the complimentary price of $10 to about $50, which I think is still a great price for half a peanut, so I don't think the passengers are going to complain too much about that. Alright, we just got to remember, we're closer to the ground than I think we are when we're landing this thing. By the way, this did update, right?
Mike Yankee, Alpha Kilo traffic.
Guess we're about to find out.
32, Charlie Tango Alpha 248 is on final, runway 10 to land.
There's the music.
Alpha Kilo traffic. Mike Yankee, Alpha Kilo traffic, CTWN32, Charlie Tango Alpha 248 is on final.
That was much better than the first landing. I'm happy with that. That was definitely much better. This is one of those planes that has that whole thing going on where wherever my throttle is on the thrust vent, it's like the Airbus, the any builds planes, where it's in increments. So it's one of those planes that I'd love to see kind of different, but we're getting the hang of it, regardless. Let's slow it on down a little bit here. Just want to showcase the electric engine shutting down there. Love that. Let's see here. It's cheaper than the AnyBuilds A350. Yeah, see, exactly. I mean, there's just No way I'm spending that much money for one plane. Just not happening.
Mike Yankee Alpha Kilo traffic, CTWN 32 Charlie Tango
Oh,
2480 is
what a long taxi we got going on here.
Kilo traffic.
Hi, co-pilot. Why are you looking at me? What's going on here?
To all passengers, we have not reached the gate yet. Please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thank you. Dear passengers, welcome to Congo Town. Local time is 8:56.
Welcome to Congo Town.
For your
I think we're
safety,
good.
please remain seated until our captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Check around your seat for any personal belongings and be careful when
All right.
overhead bins, as heavy
Congo Town looks pretty nice for Cowtown Air.
if you require assistance deplaning,
I wonder if Sim Update 2 will include the heavy airliner rating.
passengers have left, and one of our
It should be.
assist you. On behalf of Caribbean Blue Airways,
It is planned for Sim Update 2, so I'm still assuming one of these beta builds we're going to see that here. Oh, look at that score. Very nice. Give me the S rating. Beautiful. Yeah, that was a much better landing that second time around. I'm happy with that. Because why taxi with 4 and have to fight the speed all the time? Was bold of Asobo to include the ES-30 before the prototype was even flown. Well, I'm assuming that the brand was wanting to showcase new tech for the aviation, just like the eVTOLs. I mean, I don't care if it's a plane that hasn't flown in real life. I mean, it's cool seeing the tech that's out there for aviation. You should do what... No, I'm not going to do that. No. I'm not going to spam my viewers with regurgitating the same content that they've potentially already watched. We'll get back into video content. I'm just waiting for new content that deems it. You know, new aircraft, new mission types, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to be the type of channel that, like, oh, we did a live stream, so let me cut it up into multiple pieces and then I'll... No, no, no. Nope. No, 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 no. And that's bringing us back to the same airport we started the stream at, which isn't too bad. I would prefer something else, though. Like that. I think that'd be... Oh, that's 2 hours, though. That's a little too hefty of a flight. I don't want to do that. Because we've already been going for an hour and a half. So something simple here. Because I try to keep the streams to about 2 hours or so. Because I think anything longer is just pointless. Nothing else for the ES-30 from the islands here? Come on now. No? No. Well, I mean, we can always fast travel up here too and do a short flight from Florida to Florida. We do have some other stuff in Louisiana. And we can do with the ES-30 just to kind of switch things up. Another relatively short flight. Yeah, let's go to Mississippi. Or from Pensacola, Florida to Mississippi. Let's do that one. Be over some land for a flight as opposed to just water. And yeah, I've seen that landing rate thing, but it seems very, very bare bones for sure. And Spitty the pilot, welcome, welcome. It was a nice flight in the ES-30, I agree. It's just nice having a plane that isn't completely broken like it has, you know, like it was before Sim Update 2, so... Just nice. Ooh, we got some weather to deal with here too, which is great.
Jackson today? Love this city.
To Jackson! Well, I mean, really any plane that, at most, that I feel like is a reasonable price is probably $40. Anything above that is something that I would have to be very, very, very interested in flying. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So that was because of the cutscene, right? I wasn't even paying attention. Well, there goes my nice flight that I wanted to do. Is the plane broken now too because of that? No. Okay. I wonder if it was because we were so close to that building. Well, let's try it again if it's still there. I don't think it will be, because I think if a mission fails, it deletes it. Unfortunately, I was really looking forward to that flight. Let's see here. This one's not bad. Seems like a nice, How far is this? About 80 miles? 136. Oh, we're not going to do that long of a flight. Or maybe we should do a longer one just to see how the plane does. Well, that's our first bug with it. Oh, that goes to Gal. Ooh, that's a cool one. Let's do that one. It's an hour long, but that's all good. Well, that's 219 nautical miles, though. Oh, it's definitely going to be shorter, because we're not going to be doing all that, so... Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, it's interesting. It gives you that weird glitch, but the plane actually isn't braking. We have no fuel in it. Or we don't have enough. I mean, we have plenty, because I'll just use the add fuel button anyways. But yeah, let me make sure... Oh, this wasn't working earlier. Yeah, you can't check the... Hold up. The mission will still be there. But yeah, that's one glitch with the ES-30s. You just can't do a checkup in the hangar for some reason. Because I just want to make sure nothing's wrong with it. I mean, it's not showcasing anything wrong, so... But you never know, it might just not show it. Let me see, let me see. Oh, you can't do it anywhere. Interesting. Okay. So we're just kind of there in limbo, I guess. Alright, so that's the only plane I've seen that happen with, so obviously something a bit wonky with that. But anyways, give me my Galveston flight again. Oh, that was weird. I saw like a no missions thing for a second. And let me guess, that nice little flight I was wanting to do is not here. I forgot where it was. Was it this airport? I don't know, but this is going to Dallas, so I can get behind that. So we'll just see if that cutscene does that weird thing again. Because that's the first time I've seen that. Because when you join the beta, you get a separate profile from the regular one that starts with 1 billion credits. And I'm sure this will come up next. No, it does not carry over to the main profile. Alright, let's see this again. Let's see if it glitches out in the cutscene. Alright, everything's looking good here. I think it was because we were so close to that building. I think it kind of just glitches. The good thing is, at least it's not actually breaking the aircraft. So, nothing really lost on that. And then that way we can wrap up with a bit of a lengthier flight just to see how the ES-30 handles that.
Taxiing, hold short runway tree 5, using taxiway Foxtrot Bravo cross runway 2 Bravo cross runway 29er Alpha, CDWN 30, 2 Charlie Tango Alpha 681 tree. Dear passengers, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full.
Alright, so that's set up already. Should just be a straight across flight. Oh no, a couple little angles there.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants.
But again, some breaks in there. So we're gonna probably just do our own thing.
I'd like to direct your attention to the monitors where we'll be demonstrating our
We'll probably just follow what it's doing, or at least just cut. Well, yeah, we'll just follow what it's doing. That's no big deal, and then just take over from there. As we get closer to Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Locate the exit closest to you, including behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure your own mask is on before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats.
I mean, yeah, I only flew it a couple times before Sim Update 2, but I mean, it was so hit or miss, and mostly miss, on it actually being something you can fly, but after the fixes that they've introduced in Sim Update 2, the success rate is pretty close to 100%. I mean, that was the first time I've ever seen that weird glitch with the cutscene and saying landing gear malfunction. But again, I'm pretty sure that's just because we were so close to the building, something just kind of freaked it out a little bit. Because every other time I've dove into it, I've never seen that happen. And again, it's not like it makes a difference. It doesn't actually break anything on the plane, which is great. Because that's why I wanted to double check. But for some reason, the maintenance page doesn't let you do anything with it. Oh crap, I meant to reboot the thing and get the latest beta build too. I completely forgot about that. Well. And we'll just stick to the one we have. A very odd taxi route it's given us here. Especially since it brings us onto a runway. It's like, okay. One of the best things about career mode is landing at new airports last night. I was so happy when I saw EDLH airstrip. For anyone that wants to give it a go, it's great. FYI, I don't land at night. Oh, look at this van getting in our way. You better back that thing on up. Acting like you own the taxiway out here. It's alright. Should go under our wing just fine. But yeah, that's funny. I was like, oh, after we land the plane, I think it was after the first flight. I was going to do that, but I don't know. I just forgot about it. It's not anything major anyways. Just a couple more fixes. One for VR. And another crash fix or whatever, so. It's definitely nice seeing that changelog get smaller and smaller, though. That means things are pretty stable across the board. Because if it wasn't... Because Sim Update 1 had some major ones where it was just consistently pretty large fixes. They're definitely hitting their stride. We'll get another. We'll go 25. Oh no, yeah, we'll go 25 degrees on that.
Dear passengers, prepare for takeoff. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened tightly, your seat is in the upright position, and your tray table is securely stored.
I'm not sure why we're starting not at the end of the runway either, but I think we'll be okay. You know, I'm gonna ignore what the sim's telling us because I want the full runway. Because if I have the opportunity to make the runway longer, I will make it longer. I mean, that's a good amount of runway that we would be skipping on. Alright, there we go. Feel better about that. Oh, we're getting a hefty crosswind on our right. Goodness. Oh! I don't think this is the runway you were supposed to pick for me. Sim.
V1, rotate.
Woof, that was quite the takeoff there. Goodness. Oh, look at these gusts. Holy crap. What kind of wind we got going on here? Woof. 19 knots going on. It felt more than that.
120.4 for CTWN32 Charlie Tango.
Heading mode on,
681
autopilot on, climb to 13,000 feet.
Houston Center, CTWN32 Charlie Tango Alpha 681 tree is passing 1,900 feet, climbing 13,000 feet. CTWN32 Charlie Tango Alpha.
And yeah, I still think we're gonna just do our own thing, really. Just head straight across, connect up with this again. We shouldn't be going too far away from the flight plan for it to complain. And that'll kind of cut down some of the flight time here. Oh, I did not mean to... Forgot I clicked into the showcase camera here. But yeah, we're definitely going to be bouncing around a bit. Wind is no joke out here. Hopefully that dies off a bit as we head north to Dallas. Four-day weekend this weekend. Happy days. Very nice, Binky. Very nice. And very nice, JT. Hopefully, oh, you are loving it. Very nice. Glad to hear it. And day's been great. Been having a fantastic time with the ES-30. This is our third flight, I think. But it's nice being able to fly this thing without worrying about that whole 100% reverse thrust thing that was going on. All that craziness, that's all gone, thankfully. We ran into a weird bug, though, on the last one, where it just kind of failed us during the cutscene. But thankfully, it doesn't actually affect the plane. It's not damaging anything, which is good, so it really doesn't affect anything. And yeah, we got quite the wind going on for sure. It is windy in Texas. Because I'm pretty sure this was a live weather flight. Let me double check that before I say it, and then it was not true at all. Yes, it was. So this is live weather in Texas. Yep, I do too. I mean, the ES-30, it's a really great looking plane. Plus, the tech is cool. I mean, I don't know anything about hybrid aircraft in general, so... I mean, this is kind of the first time I've dove into these types of aircraft. But still pretty cool. And then, like I said, we're going to just keep this heading. Kind of match up with this. Probably once we get closer to it, we'll probably bank left anyways. And then hit the rest of this flight plan, since it kind of isn't giving us the full thing. And then we'll be landing at a very busy airport. We'll see how performance is and how it loads in. Should be fine. I mean, we're not on the Xbox version right now. But again, really glad everybody enjoyed the Xbox content over the weekend and yesterday. Just Sim Update 2 has made that such an enjoyable experience now compared to what it was. Because, to be completely honest with you, the Xbox version of Flight Sim 24 was something that I could not get into at all up until Sim Update 2. Because this beta period, I mean, I spent the whole weekend with it, both making content and just flying the sim itself, just on my own. And it's a completely different game now for the Xbox players, which is great. But yeah, that's still something I need to get kind of familiar with regarding the, shutting down the engines and all that. But most of the flights are so short, I don't really worry about it too much. Now we just need the Boom supersonic aircraft in here. Now that would be an awesome one to kind of have a partnership with. Because that thing looks awesome. Would love to fly that around in the sim. And Awesome Adam, yeah, it's... I mean, I've gotten so many requests for it, so... And now that it's such a great experience, too, we'll definitely be diving into the Xbox version a lot more frequently as well. Just because, I mean... Again, the experience is actually enjoyable. Because there was not a single time I went into the 2024 version of it and I left it thinking, well, that was a fun time. And then after Sim Update 2 came out, I think that every time now on an Xbox. Like, it's nice seeing that. It really is. Yep, and I mean, the only thing I added was just because, Orbex contacted me saying, hey, you want to showcase... Oh, did not mean to go into photo mode. The power line stuff, because I don't do anything really third-party wise, like software or anything. We might dive into it for a couple things, but 99% of my content is just going to be vanilla sim all the time. Because I'm just not really big on mods anyways in any game. That's just a way to introduce more issues and everything else that I don't feel like dealing with, so... Plus, I think the vanilla experience of Flight Sim is already excellent. I mean, just like we were talking about yesterday with the marketplace, where it's like, oh, spend $10 for nighttime city lights per city. It's just like, why? We dove into the vanilla version of Denver at night, and it looked pretty much identical to that $10 add-on. It's like, okay. But yeah, for me, I love the vanilla experience for sure. Seems like the wind is a bit more, unless it's a tailwind now. No, we're oh my goodness, we're up to 25 knot winds now. Woo. What do we got going on in Dallas right now? I'm a bit worried to look at that. Oh, only 9 knots. Okay, so it isn't as bad as it is down here, so that's good. It won't be too crazy of a landing. Wow, I'm surprised we haven't talked to anybody else. Normally in the US, I'm talking to ATC every 2 seconds, it seems like. This is crazy. Again, we were talking about this too, where it's just... I could not imagine being an air traffic controller for an airport like this. Look how many gates. Oh, man. That's crazy. What's even more crazy is, goodness, great driving around here to get to a terminal. What in the world? So that'll be cool to see in the sim. I don't know if this is a handcrafted airport or not. But we're going to find out here in the next, 30 minutes or so? Maybe even less than that, because again, we're not doing that full trek. Once we get closer to here, we'll bank left anyways and start connecting up to our stuff here. Always love looking at the clouds in 24 as well. Yesterday's flight on the Xbox, when we were in the Cessna longitude, and the sun was poking through all the dark clouds, like, oh, it just looks so awesome. Well, speaking of ATC, there they are. Good day to you, Houston. Hey, what's going on, Fort Worth? What's going on over here? Just all these random, like, is that a mine or a landfill or just developments kind of spread around? Well, anyways, we'll pop outside here again, do a little showcase fun. Enjoy the ES-30 from outside. Just awesome. So glad to be able to fly this thing. And we're cruising quite nicely here too. Which is good, because again, don't want it to be too long of a flight. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and bank left a tad. But yeah, since the changelog is so low for this one, I'm not going to bother making a video over it. We'll just wait for the next beta build. But if you're just joining and you're interested in knowing what the next beta build did, it wasn't anything too crazy this time around, if I can find it again. But yeah, it's 1.4.13.0 now. I meant to install it after the last flight, but completely forgot about it. But general bug fixes fix the potential crash and initial loading when the safe boot pop-up disappears. Fixed usage of EFB tab and panel.cfg. It seems like a lot of stuff in the background today. It wasn't anything really in the sim. So safe boot, panel CFG file, and then VR. Fixed a random crash when switching to VR with dev mode and smart docking system activated. And that was that. So really nothing to talk about from the player's standpoint, I don't think. It seems like a lot of just back-end stuff for that update that came out today. But as I was saying earlier, it's nice seeing that the change logs aren't too hefty at this point, which means there's a lot of stability going on in these updates. Because if it was always a really extensive thing or a lot of backtracking, like, oh shoot, that's my bad. Sorry, plane. Oh, god damn it, that's why I don't like having the controller on my lap. That was not the plane. That was me pushing the trigger on the controller by accident. We're still on autopilot, right? Everything's good? Sorry, passengers. But anyways, before rudely being interrupted by the controller, it's nice not seeing them backtrack, because it seemed like during Sim Update 1's beta, there was a lot of regression happening where something would break and then they'd have to spend a lot of time working on that. Like, it just seems like a much more well-oiled machine going on the development side of things, so I'd say we're probably still looking really good for an end-of-the-month release, public release for Sim Update 2, which is great to see. We should be getting, I would imagine probably on Thursday, we'll get a date for the next developer stream, which are always great ones. We always get some new information, updates on how the betas are doing, all that kind of stuff. So we should be getting a date for that for this month as well, where they'll probably give a more definitive answer as to when we can expect SU2 to fully release. But I'd imagine we're still on track for the end of the month. So yeah, there won't be any oh, I hit the enter button. Please. Oh, now it does it. Oh, I know they did. I hit the button, but it didn't actually register it for whatever reason. And absolutely, get the half peanuts distributed, please.
Good afternoon, dear passengers.
I forgot to do the crew status too, so good.
Welcome aboard flight CTA 6813, inbound to Dallas FT Worth. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 12,000.
It'll be so nice when the co-pilot has functionality of, you know, because the only thing I care about with the co-pilot is ATC stuff. I know people want the AI co-pilot flying stuff and all that, but I don't care about that. As long as I can get the co-pilot to actually talk to ATC, instead of them just telling me V1 rotate or passing 10,000 feet, that would be just a perfect addition. And nope, JT, I did not. Because I want the flight to not take so long, so we're going full power on all the engines. Well, not full power, we're about half at the moment. All engines on deck for flights like these. Because I don't want them to drag on too long. Oh, it's all good, JT. It's all good. No worries at all. And as a matter of fact, like I were flying to Howdy. Howdy, y'all. cancel IFR. Do our own thing.
Tango Alpha 681 tree would like to cancel IFR.
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 681 tree. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change.
Just get a bit of a descent going already. Well, yeah, I mean, Working Title's already been talking about getting the AI stuff back into it. The reason it was gone is because of the functionality was completely different than what it was from 2020, so that's why it's just not here yet. But yeah, they've already been saying that that's going to be returning at some point. Because just giving more functionality to the Copilot just makes sense anyways. I mean, there's no reason for them to be there, and then they serve really absolutely no purpose at all currently. Longest flight in this game? Probably 7 hours or so. 8 hours? Maybe even longer, I forgot. But yeah, somewhere around there. Can slow our descent down a little bit. We still got a good distance away. Can start seeing Dallas over here. Cue the Dallas theme song. Where are the Ewings at? But yeah, I think I'm satisfied with this heading, because then we can just meet up with that and have a simple approach into Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. See, now it's going to be stuck in my head. See, this is why I don't fly to Dallas, because then that's all I think about is the TV show. Oh, man. Interesting waypoint names around Dallas. Slowco, Kika, and Tutu. It's like, okay. Unbelievable.
Passing 10,000 feet.
We're below 250. I don't even think we can get up to 2. No, okay. I just wanted to make sure. It wouldn't have mattered now anyways. We would have been over that, but yeah, there's all kinds of different themed ones. We saw Top Gun themed up in Detroit when we landed there last week, which was pretty cool. There'll be more and more planes supported for career mode as time goes on. By the way, what elevation do we have going on here in Dallas? 573 feet. Okay. We'll just bring this down a little bit more. I mean, we're still a ways from 8,000, but may as well get into the 4,000 range. Get our chart open, see what's going on here. Arrival, approach. Where are we landing? "36 right." Perfect. So at Slowco, we're already wanting to be at 4,000 feet. Okay. Which I'm pretty sure at this rate will be kind of hitting the sweet spot, actually. That worked out nicely. I wasn't even planning on it. And then we don't start descending until just before 2-2. And then get a nice landing in there. Excellent. Any Builds already said they're going to bring all the other airliners to career mode. They are already working on that. And I'm sure they're already working on the 740s. I mean, anyways, all the planes that are already in the sim, they're going to be getting career support at some point. They've already said that. Already working towards that. Still a bit bumpy out here. Did the weather change at all here? No, still 9 knots. We'll see how true that is. And then as for the A330, that's going to be getting a new build at some point during this beta. Hopefully this week or next week. It would be nice to kind of see that. Because I'm hoping they'll let people test out the A330 and heavy cargo missions before they show up. I'm not sure super heavy cargo will be ready just yet. That might be an SU3 thing. We'll see. But yeah, that's all in the works. As I've said in the update videos that I've posted, we dive into all that. Oh, why do I have the boxes on? Get that out of here. We don't need that. And I still think the sim has just the right amount of camera movement too, because I know there's people that are like, oh, why isn't the camera doing? I don't want it doing that. Like, I don't want to look at that, and it's just like, oh, look at, oh, this is, oh, I want this. Like, it's just, I think that looks stupid. Honestly, it just doesn't look enjoyable to look at either. I think it's just the right subtle amount of movement going on in turbulent air. I just think when it gets all like real, I don't know. I just think that ruins the experience. It just does not look very enjoyable to look at, especially if you're flying through a pretty hefty storm the whole time. That sounds like the least amount of fun I could possibly imagine. And we should be seeing ourselves shortly on the chart. Which, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to put it over here as well. Just have the chart everywhere. And we went 36 right, correct? ILS 36 right, yes. And there we are. Perfect. And then we'll stay at 4,000 feet for a little bit longer, and then halfway to 2-2, we'll just bring our descent all the way into the airport. Oh. The Dark Star from Ed Cargo. Yeah, unfortunately, we probably won't be seeing the Dark Star in 24. Due to the rights only being on 2020. Just have this at 100. We're gonna bail out of autopilot well before that anyways, but let's already start our descent. Because I want to line up with our runway here, because I was kind of to the left a bit too much. Yeah, I'm hoping DC Designs, right? They made the Concorde. I'm just hoping, I mean, I'm surprised I still haven't seen any third-party creator support career mode still. I'm hoping we're not too far off from finally seeing that happen, though. Another thing I'd love to see, I've said this before too, but I like to continue to say it until it happens, is if you're in an aircraft that isn't a helicopter, you shouldn't be seeing helipads on the list. It seems pointless.
3,500 feet with whiskey to land.
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 681 tree.
Fly straight in runway, tree 6 right, CTWN 32 Charlie Tango.
Alright, bailing out of autopilot. Because of the heading we were on, we were going too far to the right. Still got 13 knot winds. It should die down to at least 9 by the time we get closer to the ground, so it shouldn't be anything too crazy. Hopefully not. Get a notch of flaps in here. Get our landing light on. We're too high at the moment. Second notch of flaps. Get our gears down. They still say that, which is something that I'm hoping gets fixed soon. It's like, okay, co-pilot, let me bring the gears back up and we'll just land without them. Is that what you'd like, sir? Unbelievable. But yep, I can't wait for the Beluga and super heavy cargo missions. It's going to be awesome. We've flown that a few times now, and it's just such a fun one to fly. Just need to get, what, 325 million credits or something like that? It's going to be an expensive one, but I cannot wait to see those payouts. Those are probably going to be pretty hefty. At least I would assume so for the price you need to buy the plane, so it would make sense. I knew something was because I didn't have the music, so.
Clear to land runway 36 right. CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 681 tree.
But see, that's what I mean about this thing. It just... It's like it has no shocks. Like, it's just a stiff gear. I'd like to see something change with that. Because I'm pretty sure there's, like, really no animation to it. I'll have to do some replays with it to see. Just kind of wish it wasn't such a stiff landing. But anyways, one step at a time. At least we finally have something that can actually fly, as opposed to what we had since launch. Plus, I mean, it's only my third landing with it, so still got to get used to some things still, so. Oh, it still feels really twitchy on the ground too sometimes. Because on the screen it makes it look like I'm doing like a full-on full rudder turn, but I'm just barely touching it.
Going to 121.65, CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 681 tree.
And welcome to Dallas. Just get taxi to parking, please.
2 Charlie Tango Alpha 681 tree. Taxi to parking.
Have you seen the Togus Hangar Huey H1? Is it in the marketplace? Because I guess I probably saw it, but I know it doesn't support career mode, so... Oh, hang on. Oh, I was gonna... Yeah, see. They still need to work on the enter button. It still does not do what it's supposed to do. But whatever. Give me my parking space, thank you. I already see it. Can see the blue box over there. But yeah, it's just so weird to me how sometimes the enter button and the left on the D-pad button for quick replies works correctly, and then other times it just decides to act like it doesn't know what it's trying to do. But yeah, it seems like in this speed here, it's very twitchy for some reason, because I'm barely moving the stick. So there's definitely some improvements to still be made with the ES-30, but so much more manageable to actually use the aircraft as opposed to what we've been used to. And then before we wrap this up, I'm just going to install the new update just to see if anything's sitting there or any plane just magically appeared. Who knows? But we'll do that really quick because it's going to be a fast install. Wait, wasn't the parking over here? It is. Where does it want me to go? Forget that. Making me want to do all this random nonsense. There ain't nothing like that, but you can of course still get it. I don't know what we're talking about. What are we talking about? I still always like to verify myself as opposed to what folks are saying. Just want to make sure there's nothing specifically different. And I'm sure it isn't, but always worth a shot. Just like when they added the C-185 Skywagon in Sim Update 1's beta, it wasn't announced either. It was just kind of sitting there. I missed the peanut call out, and that's why this passenger satisfaction was so low. I always forget to do those call outs when we're flying. But nice. Great flights with the ES-30. Some little things I'd like to see still worked on it, but it is miles better than what it was before. Hi, fish. And dolphins. Let's see how big of an update, because the last update was about 2 gig. I'm assuming this one's probably a lot smaller. Yeah, it's not even over a gigabyte. Unsurprising from the change log. Yeah, I never have much going on the desktop. It's just like with my phone, too. It's just completely blank. I just like the look of it better. So it seems like Tuesdays are pretty common just release day for a new beta build, and then Thursday and Friday, it's awesome with Sim Update 2. We've always been getting at least 2 new builds a week. So keep up the good work, Asobo. Because I'm loving where this sim has been going here. That's awesome. My desktop looks like a hoarder's house. Yeah, I am not a fan of having much icons on there. It's like I just want the main, because I always just have the main things I use. Obviously GTA, Flight Sim, and then on occasion Wreckfest 2 now. But that's the extent of my PC usage. And nice, Adam, very nice. Just hide it all behind a folder. Nothing wrong with that. And if you're just joining, the update or the new beta build isn't anything too crazy, just a few back-end things. Nothing that the player's gonna notice. But again, I just like to double check it. You never know if someone's just gonna randomly just be in the sim all of a sudden. Because just like with the Skywagon, that wasn't in the changelog either. It was just kind of like, oh, there's a new plane here. Fantastic. I can't wait to do these missions too with the cargo ships and stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, so first test, see if anything looks different in the free flight. Because who knows, maybe the make good aircraft is gonna come back in. You never know. Because we still don't know what the other two are just yet. So far, all the same. And then we'll go into career mode just to see if any other planes have been added to support it. Because now I want that 404 Titan for air, medevac. Because that is such a fun plane to fly. I love that thing. Alright. No surprise plane just sitting there, waiting for us. Oh, are there no oh yeah, I guess that should be something else we need to look at too. It's alright, one of these beta builds will return. Because again, it's not there due to a bug that they discovered with the beta, so that's why it's not there. But yeah. Nothing yet. I can't wait for it though, because again, I want to dive back into my Corvallis and Bonanza and all that. That would be excellent. Now let's see. Same. I like seeing the 747 in here too, even though the 747, both the cargo one, the Dreamlifter, and the firefighting one needs some major work with loads and so forth. And then that's not going to be anything different. See if anything's just sitting here in the VIP charter. Is my 404 Titan here? Please. Still waiting on the longitude as well. But no. Nada. We flew the Sea Wings a while back. I think it was during Sim Update 1's beta actually, because they had some updates to that aircraft. Aerial construction, nothing going to be different there or there. And my last hope for my 404 Titan is just a medical version just sitting here. No. I do hope we're going to get to that point, though, where in these betas, they're going to release those planes so we can test them. I'm really hoping that's what's going to happen with that, because it'd be nice to get into that early as opposed to them just waiting for the public release to bring those planes over. I mean, may as well get as many eyeballs onto these aircraft in career mode just to see if anything weird happens or stuff like that. So I do hope we'll get to it, or even having beta periods that aren't specifically to sim updates if they want people to participate to test out a build that supports a plane. I mean, I'd be up for that too, because I really want to start seeing some more aircraft from what we already own get into career mode, and I'd be more than happy to test those things out. Oh, one other thing I meant to check too, even though obviously we know it's not there because the plane's grayed out, but I doubt the certification for heavy cargo is unlocked. It is not. Or heavy airliner. But yeah, it's going to be cool seeing this just slowly get larger and larger of a map. Should we do one more flight? Now that we have a new beta build with the ES-30, I think we'll do one more flight. It'll be a shorter one though, but it'll still be another flight. I'm kind of in the mood to fly one more time. Bonus flight. We'll just do a nice short one. Right here. Perfect. Simple, to the point. Give us a little bit more time in the ES-30 today. They've already said that the designers already have more plans for certification, specializations, and all that kind of stuff, so that is the answer to that. But alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick, so let me get in here and then let the cutscene do its thing while I'm gone. I don't even know I'm in the fuel. We're good. We got enough fuel going on. Alright, I'll be back.
Hi, Captain. We've got a great team aboard with Audrey Khan's cabin crew. First Officer Calamira Mays.
All right. Get our taxi clearance here.
County ground, CTWN 32, Charlie Tango, Alpha 7010 in Mike, ready to taxi IFR.
But yeah, regarding, you know, new certifications and specializations, I mean, yeah, they have a ton of ideas for that. Obviously, that's on the back burner until the main core sim is getting to a point, which I think it already is getting to that point, where it's so much more stable, and it's really nice to see the progress that the sim has been making.
Taxi to and hold short runway 13 using taxiway Delta Cross runway tree 6 Bravo Charlie Cross runway 13 Alpha CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7010.
And Mustafa, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the stream, Tim. Good night, chat. Catch you on the next one. Well, thanks for stopping by again, Binky. Glad you enjoyed it. Enjoy your evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Crap, where are we?
Stow your hand luggage
Are we oh.
in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure
I'm gonna
you
just
sit back and fold
cut
your
across here,
arms
go to the
in
taxiway.
position. If you are seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is non-smoking flight.
And especially if you're just running like a vanilla sim, I mean,
Feel free to ask one of
I don't even know the last time we ran into a crash on the PC side of things.
Gentlemen, I'd like to direct
We only had one crash on the Xbox over the entire weekend, which is great to see, because we all know the Xbox one was just a crash fest. So, I mean, just really, really happy with what I'm seeing from Sim Update 2. Such a huge, huge improvement. What's the mission, Cal? This is passenger transport. We're doing it in the ES-30. That's what we've been flying all day today. Decided to do one more flight. But yeah, this plane received quite a few fixes and improvements in the beta. And very nice improvements. No longer are you just, you know, reverse thrust right after you do something and crash right away. All that nonsense that was going on before. It's been a very fantastic experience with it. I just tried flying this plane. Let's just say that I'm glad those people in the back aren't real people. Are you in the beta, Charlie? Or is it just because of the landing or whatnot? What's... Because I turn off two props, makes it easier to taxi instead of having all that extra power for no reason. I turn them back on before takeoff. I just use the regular powered engines on the ends. But yeah, it just makes it easier to taxi, because then you're not having to fight, you know, going too crazy with the power going back and forth. It just... And it saves power, like people are saying, too. They took an unexpected swim in Nantucket. Oh, fantastic. Just say it's part of the flight experience, you know? We're just going on some excursions. Part of your paid flight. It all works out. They'll get over that. They'll get over it. Oh, did not mean to do that. Goodness gracious. But yeah, this is a very short flight here, so nothing too crazy. Get our couple notches of flaps in already, so I don't forget that. I feel like this is going to be one of those hold shorts that glitch you out. We'll see. It'll probably say, oh, you enter the runway without acknowledgement. Blah, 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 blah. No? Nice. Still giving some odd spots, though, because we should have taxied all the way up to the end of the runway again like we did last time. Oh, there it is. It was just holding off. Takeoff from runway... Oh, okay, this is... Okay. Again, I'm going to go to the end of the runway. That's one thing that still needs improvement, is taxiing and ground stuff around airports, because there's just a lot of those situations there where, you know, it's just you're doing what the sim's telling you to do, and then it still complains, like, oh, why did you do that? As if it wasn't telling you to do the exact thing it's complaining about. But as I've been saying too, it's just, right now, the whole performance thing, I love the idea of it. It's just not 100% yet, so I don't even care if it dings you or drops a letter grade, all that kind of stuff, because there's still room for improvement on it. I still feel like what should be happening with taxiing, both landing, taxiing to a runway to take off is a bit different, but mainly with landing is there shouldn't be a defined point. ATC's already telling you, get off when you can at the nearest taxiway. You do that, you stop, and then it'll just go through the progress like it should, instead of, all the nonsense it does currently. It can do the same thing, too, with taxiing to a takeoff point. Taxi with the electric engines? Okay. I mean, that's nice. That works. I just do it with these because they spin up quicker and they shut down quicker. Is the reason why I use the electric engines. The electric props. But yeah, there's instances like that too, where you get to it and then the ATC just doesn't continue. Get some left wing in here. We're a little crooked from this wind. I'm trying to keep it centered here, but we'll get off the ground.
V1, rotate.
Oh, engine over torque. It's fine. I think we gotta turn this way. We went the long way, that's okay. Well, wait, no, actually, we were good. What am I talking about turning? We were perfectly fine. Pilot, please. A nice short flight. That's why we're only climbing to 4,000 feet. I'm still beginning 24, and I still don't know how to start a company. You need to get to 30,000 credits. And if you go to specialization tab, I'm surprised a lot of people don't look at that menu, because I've gotten so many comments about, oh, I don't know how to. But anyways, 30,000 or so credits, and that's when you're able to start your own company going on. And I should probably turn on heading mode so we don't just endlessly turn around. But yeah, and then once you get to that, you'll be able to open that specialization tab, and it'll tell you all the information you need to know about unlocking other companies and all that kind of stuff. Was hold short on the runway, never got takeoff clearance. I took off, and the ATC said I took off without clearance. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Well, I think the MAX 8 doesn't have that issue because it's not going to the smaller airports. Because there's just some airports where, especially these random ones, because it's giving weird taxi routes as well. So it's just kind of a mix of things. Because I don't see that as often. You know, where it's like, oh, you enter the runway without it. It just depends on the airport, really. Especially the smaller ones, it seems to happen more often. But nice, Martin. Very nice. Yeah, it's going to be awesome having heavy and super heavy cargo. Absolutely. And then down the road, firefighting and helicopters. The other search and rescues around cargo, sinking cargo ships. The remote cargo operations with the Atlas, the A400. I mean, there's a lot to look forward to for sure. Oh, nice heading I got going on here. Good job, me. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. So much for a short flight, making it longer than it needs to be. By the way, we're landing at a pretty decent airport again. That's a nice little terminal they got going on here. Where is this? Tyler Pounds Regional. Interesting. Oh, I got a little museum here. An F4 Phantom, F-111, I think. A MiG. A Corsair, I think, too, right here with its wings folded up. Oh my, are these like RV? No, they're, oh, that's a lot of vans. Alright. Nice little airport, though. Getting a whole new taxiway over here. This guy decided to park his Cessna in the grass. Nice.
Captain, we're ready to
Oh, it's mealtime.
to begin in-flight service.
Get those half peanuts out there.
Dear passengers, our cabin crew will start the lunch service in a few moments. Please take your seat.
See, now this is an airport I could be a control tower for. 2 gates. But cool. I'm assuming that's where we're going to be parking. I mean, I guess we could park over here too, but it'd be cool to park at their terminal. I'm sure it won't look like it's supposed to, since it's not a handcrafted one. But still a cool visit regardless. The A350 is already on the marketplace. It's been there for a couple weeks now, I think. I mean, yeah. They gotta make the plane run somehow, and having all that extra stuff that plane has in the car, or in the cabin part of it is pretty crazy.
Longview approach on 128.75. Good day.
128.75 for CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7010. Longview approach CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7010 for 1,000 feet.
I was gonna showcase this cool new
32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7.
VR combat fighting game, like World War II stuff, but I never heard back from him.
Radar contact continue.
So it's like, okay, never mind then. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really look at the marketplace on the Xbox. Prefer airplanes over helicopters? Oh, I love both of them in the sim. They're both a blast. Flying super heavy mission in the Galaxy C-17. What? Galaxy C-70. Yeah, I don't even know. Am I just misreading that, or... Because I assume we're talking C-17? If I'm guessing. But anyways, we're getting nice and close here. And I think what we'll do is we'll just head to this lake and then follow the shoreline and then get a nice short flight done. Just cancel this IFR already anyways. That way we can just talk to the airport since there's not much in the area. Shouldn't be hard to talk to them.
CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7010. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
And we're looking for Kilo Tango Yankee Romeo. And there it is. Nice.
Pounds Tower, CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7010 is 1 mile southeast for 1,000 feet with India to land.
CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7010. Pounds Tower. Altimeter tree 028. Make left base runway 4.
And that way we can descend at our discretion here as opposed to the tower getting mad at us.
Fly left base runway 4, CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7010.
Oh, was somebody making a C5? Oh. It's a pretty cool view out of the cockpit here too, especially on a right bank. Nice. Now we'll get closer to the lake and, well, actually, no. Let's get to this little area here and then we'll turn right because that'll give us just a perfect straight approach into our final destination of today's stream. There's the airport. Gonna bring that power back. And we'll also get out of autopilot as well. Get a nice slow roll going. First notch of flaps in there. Get our landing light on. Oh, you're right. Oh, I mean, the thing that sucks is the replay is... Oh. Can't do replay in career mode. Kind of forgot about that. But anyways, what I was going to say is... Because the replay is a bit weird. You don't actually see, like, any of the movement going on. Like, even if it was a plane that... Well, maybe... I don't know. It's just... It's hit or miss on the plane, really. I'd like to see some more improvements to the flight control replay stuff in the sim.
CTWN-32 Charlie Tango Alpha 7010, wind 068 at 1 tree, clear to land runway 4.
I'd like to see the replay system be there, but just make it to where you can't replay, like, take control over the plane again. If that's what they're worried about. You know, oh, here we go, the enter key not doing its thing again.
Cleared to land runway 4, CTWN-32 Charlie Tango, Alpha 7010.
We forgot to retract landing gear, Captain.
And then that glitch. Of them always having to say that. Let's try to make this a good one here. Even if I float a bit, I don't care. I want to try to get as smooth of a landing as possible just to see. Because I think it has some auto brake thing, even though all the buttons are in-op in the cockpit, but it just goes like full-on brakes. Which I think kind of helps make it seem like it's not a soft landing. But yeah, this is one of those other planes that is weird with the thrustmaster throttle. Because if you go just below half, it goes into almost full idle as opposed to slowing down a lot. Just something to get used to for sure. I always love when it's a small airport like this, but the sim gives it such a gigantic control tower. Always looks funny. Yeah, see, this time it doesn't feel like it's a really weird, like, braking system going on. Like, now it's just kind of slowly reducing its speed. That was nice. I mean, again, we floated it, but I was wanting to have that happen anyways, just to see what it looks like with a very soft land. But yeah, it seems like it happens a lot with, maybe it's something with the ES-30 with the whole entered runway without acknowledgement or whatever. That's okay. Not too worried about it. And where are we parking? Oh, we were heading this way. But hey, I'm happy with that landing. That's a great way to wrap it on up. Not too shabby. Oh. Interesting. The taxiway just turns to dirt. I'm assuming it's using imagery from when it probably was being redone. So that's why it's just not really here. Even though it looks like the runway lines are still there, yeah. A little bit of a hiccup there at this airport. It's a cool airport, though. I would probably get a handmade custom airport of this place, because that terminal looks pretty nice from the satellite imagery, so... Pretty good. Still really fun flights today, though, in the ES-30. Pretty happy with how they went. Feel like our landings got a bit more decent as well. Now that we have a few under our belt. We are good, right? Yeah. Just want to make sure. Didn't have the menu open there. Oh, no wonder we were speeding. I didn't turn off the engines this time. I was too busy talking about the whole penalty. Oh, we're definitely not getting an S rating with all that. Was making a mess of it all, but that's okay. Cool, everybody. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed another live stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where we dove into the ES-30, which absolutely has seen some great improvements. Obviously, some things I'd still like to see tweaked from it, but the fact that it's finally absolutely able to be flown is really nice. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.